We are back in 1983, continuing our look at the G.I. Joe toy line by Hasbro. The last time we visited Series 2, we took a look at G.I. Joe's first sergeant, Duke. This time we're switching it up though and taking a look at a vehicle. And because this winter has been so brutal, today we're checking out the G.I. Joe team's ski-mobile, the Polar Battle Bear, here on Creed's Collection. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Creed's Collection. Today we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe team's ski-mobile, the Polar Battle Bear, from the 1983 G.I. Joe toy line by Hasbro. The Polar Battle Bear was one of my first G.I. Joe vehicles. The third one I received, if I remember correctly. I got the Ram, then the Vamp, and then the Battle Bear. And while I love this vehicle, it rarely to never snows where I live. So to play with this as a kid, I truly had to use my imagination. There isn't a lot of backstory or history to the Battle Bear, so let's go ahead and take a closer look. So we're going to start with the side view here, where you can see the decals like the United States sticker. There's also the caution sticker, the serial numbers, first aid, and then a warning on the engine cover. On the front of the Polar Battle Bear, you can see the twin lasers, and this tab is how you activate their aiming action. You simply move it back and forth, and it makes the guns aim left and right. In addition to this, the skis can also turn left and right, so you can simulate those hard, tight turns in action situations. The skis peg into the bottom right here, and it gives it a natural pivot point for the turn. On top of the hood, you can see the G.I. Joe logo and the Polar Bear logo, which I'm pretty sure I put on upside down. I was a little boy when I put these stickers on, so give me credit. I feel like I did pretty good. Just beyond the hood, you can see the console and the steering wheel. Once again, the stickers here look pretty nice, and they really sell the idea of it being a control panel. Just below that is the seat that's contoured to fit the Joe's body, and their legs actually go right there. I've always liked this design quite a bit. I think it's cool that the legs go inside of the vehicle, and here's what it looks like with my extremely yellow snow job. This is a really well-designed vehicle, and the figures fit really well in it. Now here on the back you can see the engine cover, which is removable. Now we're going to pop this off real quick, and as you can see underneath there is a molded engine. It's pretty simple, but it was always fun to pretend like it broke down and like the Joes had to work on it. As for the engine cover, it does have a warning sticker on it about the panel. It has a brake light here on the back, has a 54 on the side, and a star on the top. Of course, it's hollow on the back side, and it's got the two teeth here that allow it to snap back onto the body. Just above the engine cover is this roll bar, which has two handles, and then on each side of the back there's a peg and a hole, which allows you to attach extra G.I. Joe figures. This is a pretty cool addition to the vehicle, and it is featured on the front of the box. You can see that I didn't actually peg their feet all the way in, and that's because I'm worried the pegs would break off. It is pretty old. And I also picked more appropriate Joes to ride on the back, as you can see, because gung-ho riding into battle in the snow is ridiculous. And my poor snow job, he is so yellow now. I'm gonna have to do something about that. That thing sure looks like it's a lot more fun than a Tauntaun, but what happened to your outfit? Why is it so yellow? All I can say is, don't hide in yellow snowbanks, man. Ugh, yuck. Anyway, now we're going to look at these treads, which are hard plastic. They don't actually roll, but to get past that, they built in this little cylinder here. They did actually texture the treads to look good though, and it is a reasonable illusion. A very similar system was used on the Cobra Hiss tanks. Anyway, now we're going to go ahead and do the roll test. So it does okay. I mean, for just having skis and a cylinder on it, yeah, I actually think it's pretty good. Here on the back of the Battle Bear is a tow hook, so if you need any weapons pulled into battle, you got it covered. Now I'll take a quick look at the other side of the Battle Bear. It's essentially the same with similar stickers, but it does have a few different ones, like the hazard, star, and the tool stickers right there. And since we haven't covered them yet, last but not least, the missiles are removable from the skids. They pop off very easily, and here's a close-up of them. As you can see, they have a little danger sticker on them right there. And on the bottom is the slot where they tab into the skid. These are very simple accessories, but I really like them a lot. And they tab back into the skids just as easily as they pop off. The copyright information for the Battle Bears on the bottom of the hood. The guns are in the way a bit, but it says 1983 Hasbro Incorporated, Pawtucket, Rhode Island. And now for our He-Man size comparison. Obviously, the Polar Battle Bear is way too small for He-Man, but I don't think he'd have much use for it anyway. It almost never snows on Eternia. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my toy retrospective for the Polar Battle Bear from the 1983 G.I. Joe toy line by Hasbro. I very recently took this whole toy apart and completely cleaned it and then reassembled it, and I'm really glad I did. Man, it was so dirty, but I should probably start showing those things when I do it. Also, I've been thinking I should probably try to whiten my snow job. What do you think? Should I make that a video for the channel? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up, and if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help my channel grow. I do a retrospective on a toy from my vintage collection every Wednesday, so hope to see you next week and every week after, here on KREED'S Collection.